Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be taking a look at another instance in-game where someone reacts to Arthur completely differently based on if he has high honor or low honor. And that interaction actually happens in the first mission of Epilogue Part 2. It's a mission called Bare Knuckle Friendships, and essentially you have to go to Saint Denis and reunite with Charles Smith as John Marston. It's a really cool mission, and it starts out like this.
Working hard? It's the lumbago. If I overdo it, I'll get a relapse. It's very serious.
Get up or get out.
You can be so testy. What is it, constipation?
Guess you're my proof I'll never quite outrun my sins.
You got so sanctimonious in your old age. No wonder she left you. It's like rooming with the King James Bible.
Get up!
Ow! I'm getting up. Oh, no, wait, what did I have to tell you? I went into town. I got a little drunk. Oh, shit! Well, we gotta go. We gotta go to Saint Denis. Charles Smith is alive, I reckon.
Charles Smith alive? Really?
I reckon. Unless I dreamed it all, and by the sound of it, not doing too good neither.
So essentially, in some sort of drunken, tired state, Uncle remembers that he heard about Charles Smith being in Saint Denis, and you guys hop on a train and go to Lemoyne. And when you arrive, this is what you guys do.
Here we are.
Come on, let's get off.
All right.
Back in Saint Denis. I never liked this place.
Yeah, me neither. All right. Let's go find that big sour bastard.
Sure. Let's split up.
Good idea. I'll take the saloons, you take the slum.
How about I take the saloons and you take the slums?
So from there, you either have to go to the slums or you have to go to the saloon in order to find out more information on where Charles Smith might end up being. If you choose to go to the saloon, it will look like this.
He's got the brains of...
Hey, partner, you seen a big Indian guy?
Indian? Sure. I've seen hundreds.
A big guy. Boxer, maybe? Likes fighting?
Yeah. Bare knuckle guy. Think he's fighting tonight over at St. Saturnine's.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No problem, bud.
And if you choose to go to the slums, it'll end up looking like this.
How are you doing? Bonjour. How can I help you today, sir?
Listen, you seen a big Indian fella?
Huh. Indian?
Yeah, a boxer.
No. Sorry, mister. No. Actually, yes. I think he's fighting, I believe. Fighting out behind Saint Saturnin.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Either way, you find out that Charles Smith is indeed in Saint Denis and that he's fighting in some back alley fighting ring. And this is the encounter that you have.
What took you so long?
Oh, good Lord. I was just beginning to enjoy some peace and quiet.
Asked that first barman I met, and he told me Charles was here.
Folks, they love a surprise.
Not one of life's great mysteries, turns out.
And you are a killer. We both know what you gotta do. I'm leaving now.
He don't know the half of it.
John?
You're... I'm alive. So are you. So's he.
That's Uncle?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm alive.
Uncle thought maybe he was in some sort of trouble.
Kind of. Just... I don't know. I'm throwing fights for a few dollars.
Throwing fights?
Sure.
And you like that?
Of course not.
So...
Let me go place a bet. Come on. Man, I thought you were dead.
Sure. Abigail's still alive, too, only She left me.
Excuse me. I'd like to place a bet.
On who?
On myself, to win. Lone Wolf.
How much?
All of this.
Now, after that, Charles Smith goes into the ring for a fight, and you actually have the option to bet on him or against him. This is what happens if you bet on him.
A little wager on the wolf here? Real redskin brave.
Sure, I'm a fan of the wolf. Give me a bet on him.
And this is, of course, what happens if you choose to bet against him.
You know what? I've seen him in better condition. I'll bet against him.
Have I got a treat for you? An epic battle between the descendant of ancient warriors and a not-so-noble savage.
Come on, Lone Wolf. Gotta get you the hell out of here.
Hey, Lone Wolf, whoa! How? Made my month, but you also made some fellas mighty unhappy.
So it goes.
Here's your share, partner.
Come on, Lone Wolf. Gotta get you the hell out of here.
Hey, Lone Wolf, whoa! Made my month, but you also made some fellas mighty unhappy.
So it goes.
Next time, bet on a friend, mister.
Sure.
Now, after that, you and Charles end up walking through Saint Denis. You need to get to the docks because that's where Charles has left his luggage. And you actually have a really cool conversation with him. Take a listen to this.
This way. My bag's on the dockside. So, what happened?
You mean back then? Arthur helped me get out. Gave me a chance to live, I guess. You know that Arthur...
Sure. Word got to me up north, so I went back and buried him in Miss Grimshaw.
I had to run. If any of us had been found, we'd have...
Oh, of course. I understand. He's where he would have wanted to be. A pretty hillside, facing the evening sun.
He gave me his satchel with some of his things in it. Remember that journal he always drew in? I got it. I'm a bit of a draftsman myself nowadays.
Well, he wasn't a good man. None of us were. But, maybe he was true to himself.
Him and his code. That pig-headed bastard. You get sick like that, I guess you gotta cling to something.
He was hoping to come out of it. Hope was about all he had left. Maybe all any of us have.
So we got a couple of things out of that. Number one, it turns out that it was indeed Charles Smith, the man who buried not only Miss Grimshaw, but Arthur as well. That's a cool little detail that Rockstar snuck in there. And it turns out that it was Charles who actually chose the location of where Arthur was going to be buried. And that first instance right there was with bad honor. If Arthur ended the game with low honor, that was the reaction Charles Smith would have. He said that he wasn't a good man, but none of us were. And that also changed the reaction that John Marston had as well. Take a listen to this conversation now if Arthur ended the game with good honor.
I'm a bit of a draftsman myself nowadays.
He was a good man. As much as any of us could be.
Getting sick like that has to rattle a fella.
Rattle him or give him some kind of understanding what his life was really all about.
Yeah? That makes sense.
So as you guys saw there, it was a completely different conversation. Charles admitted that he was a good man and that he tried to do good, which would obviously have been reflected in the choices he made due to having high honor. So that right there is really cool, and it gives us a lot of amazing details, and it's another one of those interactions that you might not think has an impact when you're playing the story, but those honor decisions, again, play a huge role in this mission too. And it's kind of cool to see Charles Smith react the way he does to Arthur, depending on how your honor ultimately played out. Now, the rest of the mission is pretty status quo. You essentially just need to escape the city and reunite with Uncle. And then, of course, Charles comes back to you to Beecher's Hope, and he helps you build the ranch and stuff like that. But that's pretty cool. I actually didn't know that Charles was the one that buried Miss Grimshaw. This is something that I probably missed during this mission, and you might have missed it too if you were just focused on trying to speed through it or maybe not paying attention. So anyways, I thought that was an amazingly cool detail, and it's also neat to see how Charles reacts to Arthur, depending on how good or bad he was during the story. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.